Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Sports Library Podcast. I'm your host, Samson George. Episode number 22. We are at episode number 22. It's been a long time.
That's a big number.
Yep, episode 22. Finally here. Getting joined by Jonathan George. What's up, Jonathan?
Thank you for having me here, Samson George. Let's get it.
Yep, we record on Monday. We record on Monday and Wednesdays, but these come out on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, what have you been up to during this week? Anything fun? Anything interesting?
Just relaxing. Just chilling, just relaxing. Playing with my brothers.
I am your brother, so
yes, play with you. Basketball.
We go to the neighborhood basketball court, and I beat him a lot. Okay. I swept him actually yesterday. So we're probably gonna play basketball after this. But
We always do that.
Always are doing that. If you guys are interested in knowing more about Sports Library, really quickly, we basically cover the NFL, NBA, MLB. If you guys want to get more content, make sure you guys check out the Sports Library website, sportslibrary.tech. If you guys are on social media, you guys can follow us on Sports Library on Instagram.
How much reviews do we have in TikTok right now?
We are at 380 followers on TikTok. So thank you guys for following. All you guys are following, so that's good.
Let's keep it up, and we want to get more, like a lot of views, like likes.
Yeah, we were trying to run up the reviews, run up the likes. Make sure you guys follow the Sports Library TikTok page. We got good stuff coming out there almost every 3 hours. I mean, we're posting 3 or 4 pieces of content every single day. So make sure you guys check out the Sports Library TikTok.
Yes.
If you guys want to see the video version of the podcast, which is where we show our faces, you can see our shirts, the red background that we're in.
Game room, you can call it, or movie room, you can call it. Anyway.
Podcast room. Make sure you guys sign up for the Sports Library Patreon. That's the best way to support us. It's $1.99 a month, guys. So make sure you guys sign up. It's just $1.99 a month. You guys get exclusive articles. You guys get the video version of the podcast. You guys can get the Michael Hoyt interview. All those sort of things are only on the Sports Library Patreon. Not anywhere else. So if you guys are interested and want to support us, that's the best way to do it. But episode number 22 started this in June. We're almost a year into the podcast. We took a break from October to March, but we are back.
It's already April 14th.
Yeah,
Getting closer for the NFL draft. Excited for that one.
2 weeks from now.
Wow.
2 weeks from now, we got the NFL draft. Actually, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
April 29th?
Yep. April 29th.
15 days. We're excited. So we're going to cover that when we get closer to draft week.
I'm hyped and I'm thrilled for both teams. Yeah, I'm excited for this draft.
We got a good packed episode for today's episode. 4 topics, like our usual thing. We're going to talk about the first topic here. Going into the NFL first.
Yes.
Should the 49ers keep Jimmy Garoppolo or move on to a new quarterback in the draft? Before you get into what you think, I don't know. Miami had the 3rd pick, right? No. Who had the 3rd pick?
Niners.
No, who originally had? The Niners traded for that pick, right?
Oh yeah.
Patriots?
No, Patriots not.
Who had the 3rd pick? I think it was the Miami Dolphins.
No, it was like Miami. I think it was Miami.
I think it was Miami, but
then they traded.
The 49ers did a 3-way deal trade with the Patriots and the Dolphins, I think, and then the Niners are now the 3rd pick in the NFL draft. People are saying they're gonna draft a quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo's probably nervous.
Yep.
Probably wants to stay with the 49ers. My question to you is, John, should the Niners move on from Jimmy Garoppolo, or should they get a new quarterback? Or no, should they keep Jimmy Garoppolo or move on to a new quarterback?
I think they're going to get rid of and move on from Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to say they're going to draft a new quarterback in the NFL draft. And I know who they're going to draft in the NFL draft.
Wait, before you get into who you think. So why do you think that Jimmy Garoppolo should go? Why?
Because
do you not like him the quarterback? Do you not think
I don't think he might be staying, but he might be going on a new team. But he might be going on a new team. There's some rumors about him going back to New England. They're saying there's a rumor about that going back. He might go back to New England Patriots.
Well, I know Bill Belichick liked Jimmy Garoppolo. Yes. He liked Jimmy Garoppolo, but it was like owner or somebody on the Patriots was like
Robert Kraft.
I think it was Robert Kraft. Somebody on the Patriots was like, we need to move on from Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think Bill Belichick was like, no, we have Jimmy Garoppolo. Let's not leave him. That way, once Tom Brady leaves, we have Jimmy Garoppolo, but I don't know if he make a return back to New England. If it's in
There's
New
some
England,
rumors.
they got Cam Newton. And I don't know. We'll talk about later if Cam Newton's gonna stay as a New England Patriot. But let's take out the Niners. So, do you not like Jimmy Garoppolo as a quarterback? Do you think he can be a good quarterback somewhere else, or do you think
I
he's
think
done? He's gonna retire. What do you think?
I think he'd be a good quarterback for a different team. Someone say he'd be a good quarterback for a different team. I don't think he's gonna retire as a Nine or a Patriots.
I think
just think they're like yeah.
I think that well I think that I think the Niners should move on from Jimmy Garoppolo because Jimmy Garoppolo is a good quarterback, but he's just a good quarterback. He's not anything crazy. He's not anything.
Not like Lamar Jackson or
he's
Patrick
not-
Mahomes.
Yeah, he's not a superstar type of talent. He's a system quarterback.
Yeah.
If you put him in the right offense, he'll do what he needs to do. How did the Niners get to the Super Bowl? By running the ball, not by Jimmy Garoppolo throwing the ball all these crazy touchdowns. They got it by Raheem Mostert.
Yeah,
I
Raheem
believe.
Mostert.
He
and
ran the ball really good that Super Bowl year. But what happened in the Super Bowl? They couldn't run the ball. The Chiefs stopped them from running the ball.
Yeah.
And the Niners had to rely on Jimmy Garoppolo. And Jimmy Garoppolo, he did have the long pass to Emmanuel Sanders that he
Yeah.
overthrew in the Super Bowl, which probably maybe would have won the game. But
And
it wasn't
Then they
complete.
actually had the lead also in the Super Bowl. But guess who came back? The Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. They came back.
Yeah, and that Super Bowl proved that Jimmy Garoppolo needed to show up. Especially in the fourth quarter, he had that drive.
Clutch up. Clutch
It was the biggest thing. Can Jimmy Garoppolo
Do the same
lead
thing.
a team to a Super Bowl and lead a team in a drive to win the Super Bowl? And he couldn't do it. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo, again, he's a good quarterback. Nothing really bad about him. But he's not doesn't have that sort of I'll win it. I don't know. He doesn't have that sort of I will win
No.
mentality that I can lead a team in the fourth quarter. Game winning drive. He doesn't have that. I think the Niners should move on from him. He was a good run, and I don't know if he might go to another quarterback or another team. I think he might end up retiring after this year. It was
How old is he right now? How old is he right now?
He's probably under 30, but I don't know. He
Yeah.
has the Super Bowl rings with
Yeah.
the Patriots, and
Yes, two. No,
Yeah.
one Super Bowl. I think.
No,
one
he's-
Super Bowl.
one or two.
I forgot.
He had won it against us. He didn't win it against us. He was
He
on
was
the bench.
backup.
But then wasn't he there for the Falcons Super Bowl?
No, Tom Brady was.
No,
Was he?
but wasn't he a backup on that team?
Yeah. Yeah,
So
he
he
was
has two. He has the 49ers. He has the Super Bowl 49 and 51, right?
Yeah.
He wasn't there for the Rams one, right? When they beat the Rams in 2019?
Eagles. I don't know.
Well, they lost, so they didn't get a ring.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think they should move on. So, who do you think the Niners should draft in this draft?
I'm gonna
For
say.
the third overall pick.
I'm gonna say the Niners will select Justin Fields from the Ohio State Buckeyes. That's what I'm saying. They might get a good quarterback, Justin Fields. He's a good quarterback, and I think they're gonna get a good quarterback. I think they're gonna get a good,
Well,
solid.
I'll say this. Justin Fields is not going to the Niners.
Yes, he
Because
is.
Justin Fields might be going to the New York Jets. And I think on the third pick, Justin Fields is not going to be on the board. And I expect that the 49ers will draft Mac Jones.
There's some rumors about that now.
They're going to his pro days, and I think it's pretty much.
No,
I
Niners
think
actually
it's-
had a pro day with the Justin Fields today. Actually, I think I heard. I think they had a pro day today with the Niners.
But
Justin
I think the
Fields.
Jets are going to end up drafting Justin Fields.
No, I don't. No, I think they're saying
It's
that
going to go
Justin,
number 1, Trevor Lawrence. Number 2, I feel like Justin Fields. Number 3 is going to go Mac Jones, and the Niners going to get Mac Jones.
I think Page is gonna trade up and get a Mac Jones. No, Daniel. No, what's his name? Justin Fields.
So wait, now you just said the Niners are getting
I'm
Justin
saying-
Fields. Why are you
So-
not? You're not even saying the Patriots are going to
yeah.
trade up to get.
Okay, hold up. My
That's
bad.
what you said.
So the Niners gonna draft Justin Fields. So that's what I'm predicting. Gonna draft.
I just don't think that he's going to be on the board. I think he's going to be already taken by the second pick.
So you said that Zach was my goal number 2. Now you're switching your mind. Wait, hold up. What?
No,
Hold
I
up,
think that. I think, well, Zach Wilson and Justin Fields, they could either be a number 2
Similar,
pick.
yeah.
But I don't see the Niners going with Jimmy, or I don't see, I don't see the Niners going with Jimmy Garoppolo. I see the Niners going with Mac Jones. Mac Jones, and we already had a conversation on who's the best second quarterback in this draft. Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, or Mac Jones. I think I said,
I said Zach.
I think I said Zach Wilson.
I said
might be
Justin.
second. get Justin Fields.
And
But
I see
I see Mac Jones. Hey, have you been watching film on Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Mac Jones? Have you been watching film on these guys? These guys are all good quarterbacks.
Yeah,
This is a good quarterback draft class.
So I saw
like this draft class.
Mac Jones against our rival Texas A&M.
No, I was watching highlights, like his entire
Oh,
2020 season
I saw
highlights.
that, yeah, I saw
He can make throws. He is a good quarterback, and he beat the Ohio State Buckeyes in the championship game. We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah, don't.
We don't need to talk about that.
Because don't mention about that, bro.
But
Come on.
I just see that Mac Jones getting drafted by the Niners. Listen, Jimmy Garoppolo is good, but it's time to move on to a new quarterback, to a new stage in the draft. I think this is a good draft class. If you're gonna draft a quarterback,
better draft.
we haven't seen a
draft.
good one this in so long.
Someone said this was. So should I say this is a better draft class than we ever saw?
Oh,
That's tough, yeah.
Why are you saying that's tough at the same
Yeah.
time?
I think this is a better draft class.
This is a good draft class. I don't think it's the best draft class of all
Alright.
time. But this quarterback, I like all the quarterbacks here. Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Mac Jones, Zach Wilson, all these guys.
Trey
can play.
Lance.
Trey Lance.
How about him?
I've been watching a little bit of film. I need to watch more film on Trey Lance. Have you been watching film on him?
I need to watch
haven't
a little
seen
more
much.
film off him. Brandon never saw any film that all. So I saw like about this pro day. I saw kind of a little bit.
Yeah, I just saw a little bit of this pro day. There's not even a combine this year.
Oh yeah.
No combine, so
That's what
they're just using pro days.
Yeah.
That's why they're using pro days, because the combine is not happening this year.
In Indianapolis schools.
So
And there's
where's
no
the draft? Indianapolis?
No. The draft will happen in Cleveland, Ohio.
Draft's in Cleveland this year.
Yep.
Man, it's in Cleveland.
Yep.
Okay. Hey, you know,
The combine is Indianapolis Colts. It's always.
yeah, that's always Indianapolis. So final thoughts. So you think they're going to go with Justin Fields? I don't know. I just don't. I think he's going to be drafted by then. Again, like I said, I think Zach Wilson might be a Jet, but I would not be surprised if the Jets go with Justin Fields. But
That was my first pick. What I did.
So who do you think is going to get the second pick? Because you're thinking Justin Fields going to the Niners, which is the third pick. You think Trevor Lawrence is first pick?
Yep.
Who's going to be that
Zach.
second pick? You think Zach Wilson?
Yeah. So
So do you think Zach Wilson's a better quarterback than Justin Fields? If he's going to get drafted over Jets? Or do you think the Jets... Wait, hold on. What? You are always a Justin Fields guy, and now you're saying Zach Wilson's better? You were always...
No,
okay.
Hold up.
This guy's always been I like Justin Fields guy.
I always
Now
like-
you're switching sides?
But I like Justin Fields, but
Who's your favorite quarterback in this draft class?
Justin Fields.
So you think he's better than Trevor Lawrence? I mean, you
I'm
won't.
not saying.
Yeah, you do. Whenever we were
No.
watching the Clemson game, you were saying Justin Fields is better.
But who won?
Yeah, so you think he's
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
You think he's better. Trevor Lawrence is better. It's gonna be a good rivalry. I want to see the rivalry. They were rivals in high school, rivals in college. Now
Wait,
rivals
what?
in NFL.
So what college did? So what high school did? Did Trevor Lawrence transfer to Clemson or to?
No, he's always been Clemson.
So
He won the championship as a freshman.
So why are you saying he's a rival at high school?
Because they were rivals in high school.
So
It
what's
was
the
always
college
Trevor,
team?
Trevor Lawrence
What
and
college
Justin
team
Fields.
under Trevor Lawrence? I forgot.
College team?
No, high school team.
I forgot. It's somewhere in Georgia, I'm pretty sure. I think he went to high school in Georgia. But Justin Fields also, they were rivals in high school. They were both were the best quarterbacks in their high
They
school.
did good
draft
deals
class.
with the two good quarterbacks.
Yes.
I'm saying Justin Fields number 3 and Zach Wilson number 2. That's gonna put in order. That's what that's in order.
And when Justin Fields goes to the Jets,
I'll be shocked.
you're gonna be wrong. And when
Stop.
Mac Jones, because you're not talking about Mac Jones. Mac Jones is gonna be crazy, and I'm scared because if he goes to the Niners, that's our rivals. So either way, we're
Justin Fields or Mac Jones.
NFC West is gonna be crazy. You got Russell Wilson with the
tough.
Seahawks,
So
Kyler Murray with the Arizona Cardinals,
So definitely a tough division rival.
Justin Fields or Zach Wilson at the Niner, and then the Rams just got Matthew Stafford. It's crazy. Our division's making moves. We're making moves this year, guys. Man, we won the division last year. It's gonna be tough for this year. It's gonna be tough.
Yep.
You want to talk about more about this topic, or should we move on to the next one?
Let's move on to the next topic.
So let's go to the next one, to the NBA. Obviously, we always gotta talk about NBA and NFL.
NBA and NFL. Yep.
So the last 4 games, Paul George has been on a hot streak,
Yes.
dropping 30-plus points in the last 4 games. And in the last 2 games, Kawhi Leonard was not there.
Because he was hurt, right?
So Paul George showed up. When Kawhi Leonard was hurt, Paul George showed up. He said, okay, fine, Kawhi Leonard's hurt, I'm going to show up, drop 30-plus points back-to-back games.
But I want to say the same energy.
Do you expect Paul George to be this hot, this good, come playoff time? When the playoffs are here, will Paul George be playing like this?
I do not expect he will be that good in the playoffs because I don't see him playing well.
Why?
Because you not saw his stats or where it's like shots last year in the playoffs. How he played? He didn't play that great.
Yeah, he doesn't play in the playoffs.
But
He doesn't play in the playoffs.
But I know he's dropping like a lot of good points in the last 4 games. He said. I don't think he might do the same thing in the playoffs. But I'm gonna say he's gonna choke in the playoffs.
You think Paul George is gonna choke in the playoffs?
I don't think. Yeah, but I don't think he'll be like clutch in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion. So that's what I'm saying. He won't be that good in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I think Paul George is a good quarterback. I think Paul George is a great
NBA
player in the NBA.
Not NFL.
It's because we're just talking about quarterbacks. I think Paul George, he's a good player. I like him. NBA, he can shoot the ball well. Problem is, he doesn't show up in the playoffs. He did show up in 2013 or 2011 when they played against the Heat when he was a Pacer.
Yeah.
Remember that series? That was a good series, Pacers and Heat. That's
Yeah.
Indiana Pacers. Indiana Pacer Paul George was crazy good. He has not been the same since when he was a Thunder. He didn't show up in the playoffs.
He didn't show up against the Jazz.
Or he
Portland.
got butterbeer face in the in the playoffs in front of Damian Lillard. Okay, he doesn't show up. He doesn't show up, and even last year against the Mavericks, he didn't show up. And these 4 games,
I want to see the
points,
same
that's
thing
good.
in the playoffs.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah, this is good.
You need to do this in the playoffs.
Yes. Can you please prove us wrong or prove us right? If you want to
Prove
show
us
up,
right.
prove us wrong. Just have a good hot start in the playoffs when it comes to the playoffs time.
Yeah, you can't.
That's the same
It's
energy.
good to do this in the playoffs. Yeah,
No,
you
no,
gotta
no.
have the same energy in the playoffs. It's good to do this in the regular season.
Yes.
But it's even better to do this in the playoffs.
That'd be more
Drop
clutch.
30-plus points in the playoffs, and the Clippers might be a contender.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in the Clippers that much. I don't think they're going to get to the championship in a long time. You look at how Paul George is playing. We know Kawhi Leonard can play. You know Kawhi Leonard's going to show up.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard will ball out.
And all the other players in the Clippers, what's his name?
Rajon Rondo.
Rajon Rondo's going to play good.
Yeah,
All these
play.
players are going to play good.
Except Paul George.
Paul George, they give Paul George the ball and he misses.
For
We
fun.
saw him last year in the bubble literally hit the back of the backboard in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You cannot do that.
Yeah, this is now. But right now, this is now the bubble, the ornament bubble right now anymore.
And especially now when Paul George plays, I think now Paul George realizes that he is
He can be
not
clutch.
the star player on the team.
Yeah.
Right? When he was in Indiana, he was the star player. When he was in the
The
Thunder,
Thunder.
he wasn't the star player. It was Westbrook's team. He was on Westbrook's team.
Yeah, it was mainly Westbrook's.
Then he goes to LA
LA.
Clippers. It's not your team. It's Kawhi Leonard's team. And I think what he tries to do is he tries to make it about him. He tries to make it, okay, this is my team. I'm going to go off.
But
You
no.
saw when Kawhi Leonard's injured, he's like, okay, now it's my
Yeah.
team. That's when you act like this is my team. Drop 30. When Kawhi's healthy in the playoffs, you need to be like, okay, you need to pass the ball to Kawhi. If you like Kawhi, do it.
Let
You can
Kawhi
get-
do Kawhi
Let's
do it.
get help him out screens.
Let
Make
Kawhi
it
do his
all-
own thing. Let Kawhi do his quiet thing.
But he also has.
Yeah,
that
that's
doesn't mean Paul George is you just sit back and not do anything. That means you also gotta score and do stuff.
Both of them need to focus. Not only one team.
Yeah, but not both. Both of y'all need to focus, but especially Paul George.
Yeah, mainly.
I don't expect him to be this hot in playoffs. I mean, there's nothing that shows us that he's going to be this good when the playoffs come. Every year,
He doesn't.
I go with Paul George and he disappoints.
Yeah.
What have you seen from Paul George this playoffs? So you just think he's gonna choke? He's not even gonna show up?
I don't think that.
But do you think this year is different? Do you think this year
I
he's
think
coming back? He's
yeah,
gonna
I
do
think-
good?
Yeah, I think that.
So this year you think he's gonna be hot?
No. But not the playoffs. Not one thing.
But
But the numbers, in the regular season, seem doing good.
But playoffs, you think he's still gonna choke, or you think
Yeah,
okay, no, this
I
is gonna
think-
be the year he
I
finally
think-
changes. He finally does good this
I
playoffs.
think no. probably gonna choke. We're gonna choke. Not doing that good. We won't do good in the playoffs. When I have Kawhi Leonard healthy. So when you don't have Kawhi Leonard in the regular season, you're usually good. But when you have Kawhi healthy, he does not show up at all.
So
The only guy that shows up is Kawhi Leonard.
So
I don't think he will be a hot start guy.
So how good do you think the LA Clippers are going to be this year? Do you expect them to be title contenders? Do you think they could be in the championship or no? How do you feel about the Clippers?
I don't see them being a contender.
You don't see.
Yeah, sorry about that. LA Clippers, LA Lakers.
Anyway.
I don't see the Clippers being an NBA contender. I can only actually said that. I kind of felt so bad for LA both rivalry, but yeah.
You just don't see him. You just don't see him winning.
I don't see him winning.
Do you see? So why don't you see them winning? Why don't you see LA Clippers winning? Is it because they're not a good team? Do you think because like
I'm not saying they're not a good team, but I want Paul George to do good, but I'm hoping he does good. If he doesn't do good, then they won't make it to the finals, the championship contender. Because the only thing they have a chance of being a contender is if Paul George shows up in the playoffs and then do good in the playoffs. And
so if Paul George shows up in the playoffs, they're contenders.
Yes.
They can beat the Clippers. No, they can beat the Lakers.
Yes.
Do you think Paul George, if he shows up, can beat a healthy LeBron and AD Lakers? That's crazy. You're crazy. Everyone's like calling this guy crazy because he does crazy things.
But if he doesn't do good, then they won't have a chance. I just want him to show up. If he doesn't show up, I don't think that's a contender.
Yeah. If he doesn't show up, and I don't expect him to be this good again. He has not shown us anything.
The only one that he showed up really good was with the Panthers, where he said
2011, 2013, 2013.
Yeah,
yeah. Like that was a good
the
one.
only Paul George we know.
He needs to bring that this playoffs.
But he didn't show up again.
And again, like I said, these last 4 games, dropping 30 plus points, that's good.
Keep on doing it in the playoffs. Just show up in the playoffs, please, for 1 second.
Especially since our Thunder is not going to playoffs.
Yeah.
We're not going to the playoffs.
So they're trash.
We need to take the root for it, and I mean, I'm obviously going with the Lakers. You know me. Pick the Lakers to win the championship, go back to back. You know how it is.
They did good, dude.
But this guy, who you went with the Lakers?
Yeah.
But you think Brooklyn's overall going to win the entire thing? Wait, who do you have winning the championship?
I said Lakers will repeat.
You all said Lakers?
Yeah, repeat.
Okay, fine.
I said repeat.
Well, we can go into the contenders later in the show. But final thoughts. So final thoughts. Again, I think Paul George is a great player.
Yeah,
he just needs to show up. Especially like you said, how you said in the Mavericks series, he didn't show up in the Mavericks series really. Especially when Porzingis got hurt for the Mavericks, he didn't show up. He should have. And the Lakers ended up beating the Mavericks that series. They ended up moving on.
Say we were asked what?
It went to a game 6, right?
7, I thought.
Game 6 or 7?
I forgot.
No. What game was the Luka buzzer beater? Game 5, 6?
I would say it was game 6.
I think it was game 6 also. But
yeah, it was game 6 and then game 7.
And the Clippers blew it. They were almost close to blowing a 3-1 lead.
Yeah,
right?
they were.
Or they had a 3-1 lead.
No, they had 3-1.
And they blew it to a game.
Almost it.
Yeah, they almost. So that game, why? Because Paul George did not show up. That's why.
You didn't want to show up at all in the playoffs. You had to show up in the playoffs. It's a clutch moment. It's a clutch moment. You have to show up clearly to prove yourself right.
Yeah, I mean,
simple as that.
But you don't think he can do this year?
I don't think.
What if he really tries? He said, "Okay, this year I'm really gonna try to."
Then you'll prove me wrong, or prove us wrong.
But you don't think it's gonna happen?
Yeah.
You think Kawhi Leonard's going to carry the team again?
I think Kawhi's gonna carry the team again.
Yeah, and I also see. I see Kawhi Leonard having to carry this team because I don't know. It's just Paul George. He needs to show up. Yeah. Should we move on to the next thing?
Yes.
Quick shout out though before we get into our next topic. I want to give a quick shout out to Anchor for sponsoring today's episode. Thank you, Anchor guys. If you guys are looking to create your own podcast, record a podcast, edit your podcast, or upload your podcast, you can do that all in the Anchor app. You guys can record, edit, and upload it. It uploads it automatically to Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you find podcasts, it will go there. You guys can talk about anything, and it's a great way to start a podcast. If you guys are looking to start a new podcast like us, you don't need a bunch of equipment. You guys just, all you need is your phone, and that is it.
Laptop, everything.
Well, we have the laptop just because we have this whole setup, but you can just take out your phone right here and just record. Hey, whatever you want to say is your podcast. Just record, and yeah, thank you.
And have fun with it. When cats work, have fun with it also.
Yeah, be casual, have fun with it. You guys can also get paid by doing sponsorships. So hey, who doesn't like getting paid when you do it? When you do a podcast, it's a great thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's a good thing.
Thank you guys at Anchor for sponsoring today's episode. Let's get back to the episode.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So we are back. Let's get to our next topic here. Back to the NFL.
Wow, just quick shift we did.
We just switch back and forth. We just go one, okay, one back and forth.
Yep.
So Bruce Arians, we're going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So Bruce Arians says that he would be open and would consider drafting a quarterback in the first round. Now this is where we disagree, so we need to get ready for this one.
A little heated.
This is when we're gonna get a little heated. So Tampa Bay might consider drafting a quarterback in the first round. Do you think they should draft a quarterback?
No. I do not think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will draft a new quarterback because they already have their quarterback named Tom Mr. Brady. He's a GOAT. I'm not saying he's better like the other guys, okay? So I don't think the Buccaneers should even consider or even try to think about drafting a quarterback. But
Not even think about it.
Yeah.
Not even think about it.
But I can think about it, but I don't think they're going to draft a quarterback in the first round. Because they have Tom Brady. He has a lot of Super Bowl rings. He has what?
Who cares about that?
But he can't make a playoffs. But I know he's older now. I don't think that the Bucs should even do this. It doesn't make sense. Does not make even clear sense.
It doesn't make any sense. Well, let me tell
Draft
you, you
a
don't make sense.
Why?
Because Tampa Bay should draft a quarterback. In
Oh my God! Why? What? But why?
Because Tampa Bay. Why do you?
What? No.
This guy rolled back in the chair. Okay, so if you guys want to see what John just did, make sure you guys sign up for the Sports Ivy Patreon. You can see
Better
that.
edit that.
No, we're editing. We're keeping that in.
What? No?
We're leaving that in. We're leaving that in.
I said no.
But yeah, I think that Tampa Bay should draft a quarterback, and let me tell you what. First of all, could draft Trey Lance, but
That's the number first pick. No, you don't.
you could be a first round pick. Hey, but let me tell you this: Tom Brady. Okay, I get it. You won a Super Bowl with them. He's Mr. Tom Brady, the GOAT, all these things.
Yeah.
Truth is, I don't know when he's gonna retire.
And it's old.
I don't know when he's gonna retire, but as far as the Buccaneers go, they have to consider now moving on from Tom Brady. Doesn't mean you draft a quarterback and you put him as an automatic starter. You can do what the Chiefs did. What did the Chiefs do? They had
Mahomes.
They had Alex Smith already. They already had their quarterback, but they got it in backup. Then when Alex Smith was gone because he was old, put in Mahomes, and now Mahomes he's Mahomes.
Mahomes boy.
He's crazy Mahomes. You can do that. Especially with Tom Brady, he's a legend. He's a GOAT. All those
Not God. No, he's a GOAT.
He is God. He's the GOAT. You get a young quarterback like Trey Lance or another young quarterback. They get drafted to the Buccaneers. Tom Brady can teach him. Okay, here's how you do this. Teach him film, all these things. And then maybe it becomes a Chiefs situation where now we have the new future quarterback of the league. And he does crazy things. But I think that they should definitely consider, don't consider, they should definitely consider, definitely look at quarterbacks, and I think they're going to draft a quarterback in the first round. I see them draft,
No, they're not the 32 pick. They're the 32 pick.
do I see them actually drafting? I don't, okay.
They're number 32
They should
pick.
draft,
They're the last round pick.
I don't see them drafting a quarterback. I'm not going to be like, oh my god, they drafted a quarterback. I'm not going to be like, oh, they didn't draft a quarterback? That's so shocking. I don't expect them to draft a quarterback, but I think they should draft a quarterback sometime in this draft. Maybe not the first round,
They're number
but
32.
somewhere in this draft they should draft. Second round, third round.
They got a 32 pick, the last pick in the NFL draft in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, but don't you think you
I
need
know
to make a
he's
backup?
old.
You need to make a backup plan.
Yeah, no, he's the
Every
old.
if
He's old.
Tom Brady gets hurt, who's your
Then
backup? Jameis Winston's not there. Who's your backup on the Buccaneers? I don't know.
Then it should. I don't know.
They're about to say
Maybe-
Dennis Schroeder.
No. Why?
You said Dennis.
No. I think if I don't know. I don't know. Would they do that actually? Like be like, okay.
Hey, you think they're not gonna tell me why wouldn't they draft a quarterback? Why
Because
shouldn't
they have
you
Tom Brady.
went? Oh no.
I think Tom Brady will stay, and if you want to get low, so if he gets one more ring, and then after that he will retire. I think.
But you don't think they should draft a quarterback right now? I think you should. I think you're crazy for not drafting a quarterback. I think that they should because again, you have Tom Brady, that's good, but get another guy just in case you need to put him in. The Eagles had Carson Wentz, but they got Jalen Hurts. Why? Just in case. The Packers got Aaron Rodgers, but they got Jordan Love, just in case.
Soccer.
Same thing. The Buccaneers do the same thing. You have your quarterback, just get a new guy. In the backup, he can sit on the bench. He doesn't need to play at all. The entire first season, he doesn't need to play at all. Keep him on the bench.
Might be a little bit in the preseason I play.
But don't.
There's any preseason at all.
I don't know. But to just go the entire time without drafting a quarterback will be silly to me. It's silly if you don't have a quarterback.
I don't know. They could be prove me wrong. They might actually do it.
But you think they won't?
But
why don't? So tell me why. Tell me why you think they aren't.
Because
not just because he's Tom Brady has Super Bowl rings.
Because
give me a proper reason. Like, okay, I think this is what.
Okay, so I don't think they're gonna do this, but if they do, that'll be good for them. Because I'm not saying.
Wait, do what? I don't think they're gonna do what.
So I don't think they're gonna do the get drafted quarterback. Them Buccaneers drafted quarterback.
You don't think they are? Why?
Because okay, this. Okay, wait. Okay. Hold up. I'm just slow my horse. Okay. Hold. So.
Floor is yours. I'm just
Really guys. So, why am I saying?
Tell the fans.
So why am I saying? So the Bucks won't draft the quarterback because I know he's getting old. Tom Mr. Gold. Tom Brady can come. Okay, but if he don't like draft the quarterback, then you can keep Tom Brady for a little bit more years. Then if he retires, then find another quarterback in the free agency.
But what if whenever he retires, then there's no good quarterbacks? Again, this is a good quarterback draft class. We don't know when we're going to have a good quarterback draft class where we have all these good quarterbacks. What if by the time Tom Brady retires, there's no good... It's like the 2018 draft where it's like Daniel Jones, Dwayne Haskins. These quarterbacks that aren't really that crazy good. What do you do then? You're just going to draft a silly quarterback? Or be like, oh, I wish we had drafted a good quarterback when we had the good draft class? Or do you just take a good quarterback now? You let him learn from Tom Brady, let him sit down, teach him the ropes, teach him how to do things. I think that's how you should do it. Just because you have Tom Brady does not mean you can draft a quarterback. You have all these teams that drafted a quarterback even if they have a good quarterback already.
Because you know why the Jaguars didn't get Trevor? Because Gardner Minshew is not going to be the quarterback at all. Or like, he might be the backup.
Trevor Lawrence is playing. He's starting. He's not a backup.
He needs starting over
Gardner Minshew. Of course, 100%.
Yeah, definitely they need a quarterback because...
But do the Bucks need a quarterback now? No, but they need a backup.
But if you can get him in second, like a mid-second round, then you can get him. Because it's not a straight first round, like a straight up first round. No, don't get him in the first round. If you're trying to consider getting a quarterback, get him there. So I don't know who to be the best right in the second round and third round.
I mean, they're saying Trey Lance might drop to the second round. They're saying these quarterbacks might drop.
Kellen Mond, no, Kellen Mond.
Kellen Mond?
He might get drafted also. He's been drafted this year, so.
He's from the A&M?
Yep, senior. He's a senior.
He might be a third, fourth round pick. I don't know. He's not definitely not going to be a first round pick.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's going to get it.
But, you know, here's the thing. Again, you have Tom Brady. It's a good learning experience for the young quarterbacks to learn from Tom Brady. But you think that... You think they shouldn't get him in the first round? They should get a quarterback in the second, third round?
Yeah.
But what if it's not a good quarterback then? Like, what if it's not a good quarterback in the second and third round? I don't know. I just feel like you're going to miss your opportunity. You have a good head coach in Bruce Arians, so...
If you really want a good quarterback, you might have to trade up.
I don't think they're going to trade up. The Buccaneers have their good players. And I don't expect them to draft a quarterback in the first round. I'm not saying like they should, but they should definitely think about it.
The second round, if Trey Lance is the best guy available, just get him in the second round. If he's still available, just grab him.
Trey Lance?
Yeah.
So you think they are going to draft a quarterback now? You're switching to they grab Trey Lance.
As a backup.
But No.
Then second round, go to the second round.
So you think
they're in the
you think
second
they're gonna,
round, then get him. Not in the first round.
but you think they're gonna draft a quarterback?
In the second round, not the first.
No, the question is, will
Yes.
they draft a quarterback? Not first, second, third. Overall, yes or no? So you think at the end they're gonna draft a quarterback?
Yes.
So why did you go like this to me when I said they should?
They should not. So I was kind of thought, well, why gonna say it?
So now,
solved.
so he
But-
switched. He switched from
because
Stone.
because I was shocked at that. What? What? I can't remember the first.
But now
the
look
first-
who
the
looks
first-
silly because you switched sides.
Because
You
you
said
said
this-
because you said the first.
You
one.
said right here they will not draft
You
a quarterback.
you
will
said-
not draft a
You
new quarterback.
You said the Bucks will might sign for
The Bucks? I didn't
the
know
Bucks,
hockey Bucks.
the Bucks and the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Gotta say Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers. What?
He said, hold on. Are you kidding me? This guy every episode
Not
switches.
sure me trying to say that. But
He
I'm
switches
gonna
every
say,
episode.
but I'm gonna say they're not in the second round. That's what I'm saying.
So now you think they're gonna get? I don't know. This guy, he starts
I'm
off
trying to make him
by
confused.
flying
I'm trying to make him
off the
confused.
seat.
I'm trying to make him confused. I'm
He starts off the
I'm
thing
trying to
by
trick him now.
flying off the seat when I just
and then
told him.
fly my seat around.
You did that.
I was gonna try the first one. Okay.
Yeah, you shocked me. I was like, hold on, are you okay? Are you okay? But now he's saying they should draft a quarterback. So I don't think they should draft a quarterback.
Okay. What?
That's what you do. That's what you do. You start your whole argument and at the end you switch at the end. So it's like whatever you said doesn't make sense. Anyways, hey, Tampa Bay. Anyways, we're gonna beat the fucking. Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl, so it's fine.
How awkward is that?
Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, bet about that.
It's not like the Cowboys are in the
I
playoffs.
didn't think I was gonna make a playoff.
Cowboys are gonna make the playoffs.
Yes, basically, don't worry about it.
Really?
Yes, we are.
Do you really think they're in the playoffs?
Yes, we are. And the Cowboys get a good draft class, and we have a good player right now.
Why's your voice squeaky?
My bad. I don't know. I'm feeling like squeaky.
He is squeaky.
No.
What?
So I think the
He
Cowboys.
is squeaky.
Okay, I'm gonna say the Cowboys get a playoff. So.
Anyway, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah,
Tampa Bay.
stop.
This is
Stop
what you
looking
do.
at the Cowboys.
No, this is what you do. You bring your hands in the seat.
Stop looking at the Cowboys. See.
Didn't he start East?
Okay, let's move on.
I'm talking about Tampa Bay.
Let's have
I came up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Okay, let's get to our final topic of the day. Hey, we're only 37 minutes
Wow.
in, so this
Right.
we go by these podcasts.
Flying by every time.
Flying by. I got heated, but I think we're gonna get even more heated this time. Back to the NBA. Hop back to the NBA. Okay, are we in the NBA?
Yes, we are.
So, the Phoenix Suns are the second seed in the West. My question to you is, are the Phoenix Suns title contenders? Could they make a run in the playoffs and end up in the NBA Finals this year?
Nope. I don't see them being a contender. I don't think they'll make it that far in the playoffs.
Pause. You just said what?
I don't think they're gonna make it.
You don't see them being title contenders?
Nope.
Watch at the end of the debate, he's gonna say, I think they're gonna be in the title contender. Okay, continue. He
Because-
starts off with I don't think. Okay, continue.
But I don't think they're gonna make it that far in the playoffs. But I don't think they're going like all the way to the NBA Finals.
Why?
Because I know they're but I'm not saying they're better than the Utah Jazz. I'm not saying that they're not like the Utah Jazz or Lakers, right? Because so I don't know what the
Because you're trying to make it deep.
okay, so I don't think the Suns will make it all the way to the finals because
Could they make a run in the playoffs? Are they gonna make a run in the playoffs? Yes or no? Just like yes or no.
Yes, I want to see them making it.
Are they title contenders?
Nope.
You don't think they win the championship?
Nope.
Why?
I don't see them gonna win against the.
Why?
Because the other teams are better than him.
Who's better than the Suns? Name these teams.
76ers better.
We're talking about the West.
Okay.
Talking about the West. Are they
Lakers are gonna beat Lakers because Lakers are gonna beat the Suns.
Okay, who's that? Who else? Just one team's better than them?
Should I say Lakers, Clippers? Same right? Clippers.
No, name the teams that you think are better than the Suns.
Lakers, Clippers, Jazz, what else? Nuggets.
I think those four teams are better. Okay,
Yeah.
let me tell you, the Suns are better than 3 of those teams.
Who is it? Tell me right now.
Suns are better. First off, I am gonna say that I can see the Suns getting to the finals. I'm not saying that I'm still seeing the Lakers win the entire thing, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be surprised if the Suns make it to the finals, and they are better than 3 of those teams that you
Who is
mentioned.
it?
They're better than the Nuggets. They're better than the Jazz. They're better than the Clippers. Those 3 teams, they're not they're beating. Suns are beating them.
Not quite. No.
Phoenix Suns are beating all those teams, and let me tell you
I
why.
don't see that happen right now.
Let me tell you why. Because
I don't see
I'm
that
playing
happen.
the
It's simple as
standard
that.
here.
Come on.
They're the second seed right now. Okay.
Okay, I know that.
Clippers, you're not
Third.
better. You're not better than them. Okay, you're not better.
Jazz are better.
Jazz are better than the records, but I'm taking Devin Booker over Donovan Mitchell any day.
No. That's not happening.
You think who's better, Donovan Mitchell? This guy's going with Donovan Mitchell. I'm going with Devin Booker. Devin Booker is gonna kill Donovan Mitchell.
No.
Yes, he is.
No, he's
DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, those 3.
But that.
The good big 3. That's a good 3.
But who's the guy
Ayton,
that?
Chris Paul.
Mike Conley,
Mm.
Rudy Gobert, Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles. Get out of here.
Don Mitchell.
Yeah.
Don
Joe Ingles. No.
Don Mitchell. Rudy
Devin Booker's
Gobert.
better. Devin Booker's better. Okay, Rudy Gobert is better than Aiden. Okay, fine. I'll give you that. Chris Paul's better than.
Not Don Mitchell.
He's better than Mike Conley. And I think Devin Booker's better than Donovan Mitchell.
How? How is D-Book better than Don Mitchell?
Devin Booker can hit 3s. Devin Booker
But
can make any
who
play
else
he
can
wants.
hit also?
Devin Booker
Utah,
dropped 70 points in a game?
But who can?
Has
but-
Donovan Mitchell ever dropped 70 in a game?
Check that right now. Check that up right now.
Let's check.
Alright, bro, that look down.
Highest
Some.
scoring
Something there.
game by Don
Mitchell.
Mitchell. Let's see. 46.
And how many points does
Devin Booker's dropped 70, I know that. Devin Booker's dropped 70. Yes, he has.
In his whole career, I saw that.
Yes, he did. 70 points. he's Tony's quiet. Tony's quiet right now. Tony's quiet right now.
But
I don't think you know who Devin Booker
I think
is.
the Jazz gonna win. The Jazz gonna
I
beat.
don't think you know.
I think the
Devin
Jazz
Booker
are
is
gonna
that
beat.
good.
I think the Jazz gonna beat the Suns.
Suns are getting to the championship.
No.
I just said that. I just said the Suns are
I don't
going.
see that. I don't see that happening.
The Suns are going to the NBA championship. They're not okay. If the Lakers are not good and the Lakers is somehow blow this whole thing up,
They
then
won't blow it up.
the Suns are going to the championship. Sorry, Jazz, out. I hate the Jazz. First of all, okay, I do not like the Jazz. Jerseys are weird. Players are not good. Donovan Mitchell's not that good. He's good, not great. Rudy
Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
Gobert. Yeah, Gobert.
Rudy Gobert, good, not great. Mike Conley, good, not great. Devin Booker.
He's not a Hall of
that
Fame.
man.
Don't say the Hall of Fame. No.
He could be a Hall of Famer.
No, he's not.
Yes, he could.
He cannot pass MJ. Michael
I'm not
Jordan.
saying MJ. I never said he was MJ. You said MJ.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm
He's a Hall of
saying.
Famer though.
I'm.
He could be a Hall of Famer.
No, not.
If he plays like
I see the Jazz winning.
You think the Jazz are gonna be the Suns?
Yeah.
How?
Because that's like.
You know who's gonna shoot in his face?
Who?
Devin Booker.
No,
He pulled up from 50.
But I see the.
70 points.
I see the Jazz
Dude,
gonna
dude
win.
hasn't even dropped 50. He's not even got a 50-point game. Pretty sure Westbrook's got a 50-point game. Pretty sure Paul George got a 50-point game. LeBron's got a 50-point game. Your guy doesn't even have a 50-point game. You think that the Utah Jazz are gonna beat the Suns? Get out of here. You need to get up and
No,
get out of here.
no,
Get up and get
no.
out of here with that take. Get out of here. The Suns are title contenders. They got 3 players. All 3 are better than the Jazz. Listen, the Clippers. I'm not saying they're gonna blow out the Jazz, get an easy 4-0 sweep, but they're gonna win and they're gonna beat the Clippers. Clippers. Again, I don't know how to feel about the
They
Clippers
cannot
because
beat.
Paul George never shows in the playoffs. We need Paul George to show up, but if he doesn't show up, Suns are beating them. Nuggets. Jamal Murray had an ACL.
Yeah.
He's out for the year. Your season's over.
They
I'm
have.
sorry.
They have.
Sorry.
Who? Jokic.
Hit a 3. One guy. One guy.
Him,
is not
Michael
gonna-
Porter Jr. and who else? I forgot who the other guy's name.
But you need Jamal Murray, and that sucks. That's bad. They got hurt. That's a sad thing. wishing they
And
get
they
hurt.
lost, and they lost since the Golden Wars. That makes them more sad. Also, they lost.
Yeah. It's that. I'm sorry, the Nuggets guys had a good run, but
No.
you need Jamal Murray.
I think the Jazz go. I call it right now.
Wait, so you think the Jazz are gonna beat the Lakers in the
No.
championship game?
I'm not saying they can. Sometimes they beat the Suns, but they won't beat the Lakers.
Suns are gonna
But
beat
they
the
won't beat the
Utah
Lakers.
Jazz.
But they
When the
won't beat
Suns play against the Jazz in the playoffs, you're gonna look so silly when the Suns
But-
go to game 6.
But
They don't even need a game 7. They're gonna beat them in game
But
6.
let me tell you, if the Jazz and the Suns go to Game 6 or Game 5 or Game 7, I think. No. The Jazz win the series. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna be like, wow, what a
I'm
game.
gonna be shocked.
You're like, okay, you're gonna prove me wrong.
Devin Booker's better. He's the best player out of all the playing on the Jazz and the Suns. Devin Booker dropped 70 points on your head.
How many points does
70.
Chris Paul has?
Chris Paul's a Hall of Famer. Okay, so you got
Yeah, I
Chris
see
Paul,
that.
Hall of Famer.
Okay, I see that. Give me a
You got Devin Booker, potential Hall of Famer. Devin Booker, he's a good player, okay?
I know he's a good player, but he's not gonna be off.
Wet like a book, you know?
Okay, what like is he?
He's good. DeAndre Ayton, he's a young guy. You forget that this is a number 1 overall pick. DeAndre Ayton?
Yes.
Yeah, he's the first pick
Oh,
in,
yeah.
I think, the 2017, 2016 draft. I forget. He was like the first pick. I think he's the first he's a top 2 pick. I think he's the first pick. But definitely top 2. Okay, DeAndre Ayton. 3 good players. When was Donovan Mitchell drafted? He was on the first pick.
He was on 16 draft pick.
He was really good player. Were you the number 1 draft pick? No. So sit down.
But
Suns are better.
Can
When you
I'm
get
gonna
proved
I'm,
wrong.
I'm gonna ask you another. Can D Books dunk? No.
What?
Can Devin Booker dunk?
Yes. Devin Booker can dunk. Have you seen him? He can dunk.
He can only hit threes.
We're getting right now here. Denver Nuggets and Austin Rivers are in serious talks toward a deal. So
What?
Austin Rivers looking to sign with the Denver Nuggets. This is live during the pod. We got live news. Breaking
Austin
news.
Rivers dunk?
Austin Rivers and Denver Nuggets are in serious talks toward a deal. Hey, Jamal got hurt. We need a new player. Austin Rivers.
But that
I like that.
But that Isaiah Thomas song, I think I do.
I like it.
No, I don't.
I like it.
I thought Thomas right.
Thunders are we're just making silly moves.
When you gotta play, we get rid of them.
What?
So when the Thunder get a good player,
We get rid of them. We say
Yeah.
nope. We don't want you. that's our usual, right? That's the usual.
but the Thunder is in a rebuild.
We're in rebuild mode, and we'll see how that goes. But anyways,
We do good next year.
again, I see, and again, I think earlier in the podcast, like a couple podcasts ago, like 3 or 4 podcasts ago, I said that I'm not sold on the Suns. I don't think they're gonna be title contenders. I don't know if they're just there yet. I'm in on the Suns. Let's go Phoenix Suns.
Wow.
I'm going with the Lakers to win the entire thing, but if the Lakers don't win,
I think Lakers
I'm
will
either
win.
going with the Suns or the Mavericks.
Lakers are going to win the whole thing.
Well, yeah, I still think the Lakers are gonna win the entire thing. But listen, LeBron's hurt. AD
They have
hurt.
LeBron and AD gonna come back now.
Yeah, when they come back,
They'll be back and they'll be mad.
But the Suns,
But the Suns will get whooped. They'll get swept.
they're not. They're not gonna get swept. Are you crazy?
If LeBron
39
and
and
AD come
15.
back, so LeBron comes back and
The
AD
Suns
comes
are on a
back.
3-game winning streak. Suns are on a 3-game winning streak.
Wait, what?
The last
no,
10 games-
5. Wait, okay, 3.
The last 10 games, they won 9
But
games.
the
Lost one.
Clippers
That-
are 6-game win streak, I think.
6-game winning streak. But in the last 10 games, the Clippers have won 8 and lost 2. Suns have won 9, lost 1. Utah Jazz have won 7, lost 3. 3. So that's just.
But I'm saying
the
that
Phoenix Suns are gonna beat the Utah Jazz. Get out of here.
right now,
They shouldn't even be the first seed. Who? Utah Jazz.
they are. They're.
Lakers should be the first seed, and you know that.
Yeah, I know
You
that.
know the Lakers should be the first seed. Just
But-
like LeBron's hurt.
But if LeBron will not hurt and AD will not hurt, they could be in the first seed.
But since they're not, Utah Jazz, fine. You got the first seed, okay? You got the first
And they whooped the Thunder's up. But
Because we're
anyways,
Let's look at the Thunder. Let's look at where we are.
we are 13th seed.
I don't even want to see it. Wow.
20 wins and 34
Hey, we're over the Rockets.
The Suns game losing streak.
Hey, we might get like a. Hey, will we get a good draft pick at least?
Can we get like a Kurt Canyon?
Cade Cunningham. Who's Con Candy? He's a Con Candy. Cade Cunningham.
Cade Cunningham.
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 Not Con Candy.
I get him. We get him.
You know, Thunder. I don't even care about the Thunder. We're trash.
If we do go next, that'll be cool.
Let's go, Matt. Let's go.
The Mavs are 7, but they're holding for a life. We're holding for a life.
At least they're in the play-in tournament. We're not even close. We can't even say anything. We just have to be quiet. We're just sick.
Jay Alexander's hurt. He's hurt.
Anyways, back to the Suns. So you think they're not gonna be a playoff? You think? But you think? So how far do you think the Suns are gonna go?
I think they're gonna stop at the Western Conference Finals.
So you think they're gonna get to the Western Conference Finals?
Yes.
So who do you think is gonna be in the Western Conference Finals?
It'll be Suns. No wait. Suns, Lakers.
So where the Utah Jazz in that? Because you said the
Wait, no,
Utah
no,
whoop
no,
the
no.
Suns.
Yeah. Hold up.
So
Hold up.
you're telling me that the
Hold
Jazz are
up.
gonna lose in the
Hold
first
up.
round?
Let me talk, bro. Please talk, bro.
You said that.
First
I'm
of all,
so confused.
no, I said Jazz. Can I say?
Stop yelling.
Jazz.
Say it normally.
Okay, Jazz versus Lakers.
So no, the question is, where do you think the Phoenix Suns are gonna
I think
end?
the Suns are gonna end at the second round.
You think they're gonna be in the second round?
Yes, they're gonna end the season at the second round.
They're gonna beat the Utah Jazz.
But
Suns are going to the conference championship. I'm sorry.
But who do you see them?
They're beating the
playing?
Clippers. I see it Suns and Lakers. Lakers and LeBron are healthy. Lakers will win. Lakers
They're
and
not
LeBron are healthy. Suns will win. You're gonna see
Everything.
the Phoenix Suns versus the Brooklyn Nets in the finals. Or no, I think I had 76ers. I think I had 76 coming out of the East.
But Sixers will definitely beat. You know.
I don't know this. Let me tell you, John, you don't want to mess with the Suns. There's something about them. They're too cold. They're too good. No, I like a good team. I like a team that's gonna show up and not get scared.
But this might be the first time in the
Utah Jazz.
championship, right?
What did Mike Conley do last year against the Nuggets? They lost. Didn't they choke a lead?
No, did they even win or lost? Oh god.
They lost to the Nuggets.
In the playoffs?
Yeah, but didn't they choke like a 3-1 lead?
Oh yeah. Wait.
Update. But anyways, I think that about wraps up this episode. Unless you want to say, you have anything else to say on this topic?
No. Nope.
So, remember guys, Cowboys missed the playoffs, and remember that the Utah Jazz are getting blown out in the final.
I don't see them gonna, but I don't see the Cow. So I see the Cowboys going to the playoffs.
Well, okay guys, that wraps up
Thank
this
you for
episode.
thank you.
Make sure you guys check out the Sports Library TikTok. We got new content coming out almost every single hour. Run up the likes, run up the views. Hey guys, we're at 380 followers. Let's get to 1,000 followers, okay? Let's get to 1,000 followers. If you guys can get to 1,000 followers, that'd be awesome. Make sure you guys check out the Sports Library website. We got new articles coming out daily. Make sure you guys check out the Sports Library Patreon so you can see the video version of the podcast. You can see John. He was just smiling with his thumbs up, showing that thumbs up.
Yep. Give it up, guys. Thank you, guys.
I just showed the thumbs up. Okay, that's the
You're
thumb.
Maggie.
There's the
I don't want to do that for what.
This is the thumbs up. That's the thumbs up. Stephen A. Smith. That's the sunglasses on.
Wait,
Make sure you guys
cool.
check out. Make sure you guys check out all the latest episodes of the Sports Library podcast. We got all these new episodes. Episode 22. We're next Tuesday. We're up at episode
Monday.
23.
This is Monday.
These come out on Tuesday to Thursday.
It's on Monday.
We record. They're gonna be listening to this tomorrow.
So the episode 23 we're gonna do Monday.
Yeah, but it's gonna come out on Tuesdays. It always comes out the day after.
Oh.
You know this, right?
I thought we did Tuesdays and Thursdays and then come on like the days.
No, it
That's
comes
our regular days.
Anyway, guys, make sure you guys check out the
Sorry
Sports
about that,
Library
yes.
podcast episodes. Make sure you guys check out the TikToks. Make sure you guys check out the Patreon. And make sure you guys check out the website. Thank you, John, for joining me for this episode.
Thanks for having me here, Samson George, and